Bhagavad Geeta, Chapter 14. The Yoga of Distinction of Triple Gunas. Gunas, Triya Viva Yoga. Guna, Triya Vivaga Yoga. Said Lord Supreme, the supreme knowledge I shall reveal to you, again, knowledge that is superior to all knowledge, by knowing which the sages attain the highest state. By taking shelter in this knowledge and attaining my state at the time of creation, they do not take birth, nor are they troubled at the time of dissolutions. My creative self is the source of the great God, Brahma, in whom I plant the possibility of all creation. All living beings thus come into existence of all sources of creation which give birth to forms. Brahma is the supreme source and I am the seed giving father. Sattva, purity, Rajas, passion, and Tamas, ignorance, are the qualities arising out of Prakriti. They bind the soul with the body, O mighty armed. Of them, Sattva is of the purest nature, illuminating and without any debility. Through attachment with happiness and knowledge it binds, O sinless one. Know that Rajas is full passion born out of attachment with thirst, insatiable desire. It binds the embodied ocean of Kunti through attachment with works. But know that Tamas is born out ignorance, deludes all embodied beings. Through recklessness, laziness, and sleep, it binds the soul, O Bharata. Sattvic nature binds one to the happiness, Rajas to actions, O Bharata. But by enveloping all knowledge, Tamas binds one to recklessness. Sattva exists by suppressing Rajas and Tamas. Rajas exists by suppressing Sattva and Tamas. And Tamas by suppressing both Sattva and Rajas, O Bharata. While all opening of the body radiate illumination, it is said that Sattva is predominance. Greed, excitement in performing actions, uncontrollable desire, all these symptoms develop when Rajas is predominance of chief among the Bharatas. Darkness, inactivity, recklessness, illusions are the manifested when Tamas is the predominating, O son of Kurus. If Sattva is predominating at the time of death in the person, he attained the pure word of highest sages. With Rajas predominating at the time of death, one is born among those attached to actions. In the same manner with the predominance of Tamas, he takes birth among ignorant people. It is said that of actions, the fruit of pious sattva is purity, the fruit of rajas is sorrow, while ignorance is the fruit of tamas. Sattva strengthens knowledge, rajas greed, while tamas develops recklessness, delusion, and ignorance. Upward to those who are established in sattva, in the middle region settle down those with rajas, but those filled with the lowest quality of tamas go downward only. When a seer recognizes appropriately none other than these three qualities in performance of actions, he knows the supreme beyond the gunas and come to my consciousness. Going beyond these three gunas, the embodied is freed from these ills originating from the body, birth, death, old age, and sorrow, and attain mortality. Ask Arjunas, what are symptoms of transcendence? What are the symptoms of transcendence of the three qualities of Lord? What is the conduct and how also are these transcendented? The Supreme Lord replied illumination, activity, and delusion, O Pandava, who neither abhor when prevailing nor desire when absent, seated unconquered, seated unconcerned, unmoved by gunas, aware that gunas are acting, he is stable and never shaken. Alike in pleasure and pain toward a piece of earth, a stone, a piece of gold, alike, and steady toward the desirable and undesirable, equal in deformations and self-adulation, alike in honor and dishonor, equal to friend and foes, removing all egoistic effort in the performance of action. He is said to have risen above the gunas. He who served me with undistracted devotion, he transcends all gunas and of Brahman. Certainly I am the resting place of Brahman, of the immortal, inexhaustible, everlasting, righteous, blissful, and also ultimate. Thus the end of 14th chapter named Yoga of Three Gunas in the Upanishad of Divine Bhagavad Gita. The knowledge of Absolute, the yogic scripture and debate between Arjuna and Lord Krishna. Thank you.